Well, that really stunk. I'm so sorry, you guys. This makes me crazy when this happens. I'm very sorry. Well, right before I left, someone said that yes, this was spring. I want to make sure. I hope I marked this as public. Okay, here we go. I know, right? Here we go again. This makes me so frustrated when this happens. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you for coming back. So sorry about that. Okay, so here were our cards. This one, someone said right at the very end, this one was Kelly's picks, and it was. And then this one was Barb's, and then this one was mine. So, but here we are, friends. Thank you for coming back. I'm glad you found me. So I thought I would take a couple of these cards and we would kind of play with them. So I love getting all of these. Did I sort my bra out? Not quite. That was actually not why our live got disconnected. But I thought anyway, we would take some of these cards and maybe play with them a little bit. So, all right. I do have some cards to make with you though today. All right, the first one is actually a card that I'm going to create based on something one of my team members shared on our team page, and I loved it so much I had to make it myself. So she used, of course, the best stamp set, which is my stamp set. And she made a really pretty card. So I wanted to make one like it today. So hopefully you don't mind if we do that. I'm going to take my trimmer here. Actually, let me put my trimmer up right. And I've cut this piece of DSP. I want to trim it down just a little bit more to, this is the True Love DSP, and I want to cut it to 3.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. Okay, so we're going to use that. And then I also have this piece right here, which I'm going to use in just a minute. And this card, as I said, features my stamp set, the Pretty Perennial stamp set, which, if you haven't heard, is not carrying over to the new catalog, and I'm just really kind of distraught about that. So I'm very sad. So we're gonna use the crap out of it before it's done. So I've got a Coastal Cabana, or I'm sorry, Calypso Coral card base, and then I've got a piece of white and a piece of DSP. This is the True Love DSP, which I just love. And someone asked if I was told ahead of time. No, hence the disappointment. Well, I would have been disappointed even if I'd known ahead of time. But no, they did not tell me that. I found out the same as everybody else when the list came out. So that was kind of a bummer. But anyway, okay, so we are going to take this DSP and I'm going to attach it. And by the way, if you have not gotten your autographed copy of my stamp set, you still can. There's still time. You just need to register for my class with it. And if you don't have the link to that, just holler and I can get it. I can email it to you. So yeah. Is it possible to come back in the next catalog? I would say approximately 100% positive that it will not. So is it possible? I suppose anything's possible, but the answer is it will not be. No. I mean, miracles happen, but no, it's not going to be. It's getting discontinued. So, yep. But you know, mine will forever be in my heart. All right, so I attached my piece of DSP to my card like this, and I'm just going to set this aside for a minute. And then I'm going to pull out some of my Calypso Coral ink. And I want to stamp. I got to get my stuff out. So this is, of course, the Pretty Perennial stamp set right there. For the record, your video is not accessible on iPhones, although you're watching it on your desktop. I think, Martha, it is. You probably just need to be logged into your phone. So yeah. Okay. So, all right. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. Okay. So what we're going to do is stamp the large flower on a scrap of white cardstock in Calypso Coral ink. So, oh, so pretty. Okay. And then the other thing is I'm going to take a couple of the dies from this, the little outline dies, and I'm going to stamp or die cut those out of a scrap of Calypso Coral. Okay. So, those of you who are just joining, the first part of this kind of got, well, we got cut off, and well, somebody called me on my phone, which I don't know why that worked, because it's supposed to not work, because I had it on Do Not Disturb, but apparently I need to check my Do Not Disturb settings. I don't know. Okay, so I just cut these pieces out right there, and then I'm going to die cut my flower out. All right. Okay. So the second part actually didn't happen. I deleted it because it was in the wrong orientation. So I had to flip my phone. So yeah. All right. I'm going to take a little Post-it and just hold this in place so that it doesn't move. And then we're going to cut this piece. Oh! Goodness, my dies are falling. The world is falling. And then I'm also going to cut this leaf out of some white cardstock. Okay. And then we'll put this all together. So one of the things I love about this set of dies are this leaf. So really a cool die cut. You can leave the pieces in or pop them out. It's, really up to you. But everything just kind of pops out. Okay, so I'm going to start with my flower here. And I've got my center that I die cut, and I'm going to attach that. Okay. And then put that right in the center. And then I've got another die cut piece. And I'm going to pop this in here and just kind of layer these up, which is kind of fun to just put an extra ring in here. And then I'm also going to take, I have kept a little clear envelope with lots of pieces and parts that I've die cut, since using my set. So I'm just going to pull out of here one of these little centers in black, and then we'll put this on. The list for the January to June catalog, I don't have the date off the top of my head, but I want to say it comes out in probably the beginning of May, but I don't have the date quite yet, but I, of course, will let you know as soon as I do. So we'll just pop that on there. And isn't that pretty? Oh, I just think that looks so cool. I like how she did this. Alyssa, it was released, but I'm not sharing that with anybody. And here's why, because they're going to discount stuff. And I'd be really sad if things that were on there you didn't realize were going to be discounted and you bought now. So that's why I have not shared that with my customers. So as far as I'm concerned, that list is not out. But yeah, it technically is. But I'm not sharing it because of that. So there you go. Okay. So here we have that pretty little grouping. And then I've got my leaves here, which are just so pretty. Now I wanted to add a little touch to this. And we don't have any black ribbon right now, which is just solid black, which kind of bugs me. I'm not going to lie. I wish we did. But what I'm going to do is maybe create a little bit of my own ribbon. Now, personally, I think it's a little easier to not have to create your own ribbon, but we're going to do it. I'm going to cut about a 5/8, so a little more than a 1/2 inch strip of black. Okay, and I'm going to do the faux suede technique, which I'm just going to rub my bone folder all over this strip of cardstock. And what happens as I do this a bunch of times over and over and over, the layers literally start to separate, like literally. And when that happens, you have this cool texture. Do you see that? It's almost ribbony, not quite, but it's good. I know we have the sparkly black, but I want a solid black. There's the spark here. I'll even show you. The sparkly black is not, it's too much for this because we've already got this crazy pattern going on here. And then you put that on there. Nope. I want solid black. Do you see how much more awesome that is? It's way awesomer. And that is for sure a word. All right. So I am going to wrap this, or actually I'm going to adhere it to my card with a little bit of seal. Okay, and that's just going to kind of go on that border like so. All right. And by the way, I have like such an incredible team of stampers on my team. So many talented ladies. And I love when they share their creations on our team page. That's one of my favorite things. Okay, so I've got this on here. I want to add my sentiment, which of course is happy. And I'm going to do that in some black Stazon. Now, the reason I'm choosing Stazon is I want it to be nice and vibrant. And Stazon is the right ink for that. Okay, so there we go. Voila. Nice and vibrant, solid black ink. And then we'll attach it to here. To my card. All right. And then I've got my beautiful piece. Well, hello, birthday boy. Hi. How was your day?
It's a Monday, so.
A Monday and your birthday. It's just so unfair. That shouldn't your birthday like take away the Monday part?
They should postpone.
They should postpone your Monday? Mm-hmm. Because your birthday?
Yeah. Not the Monday. They should like postpone my birthday just for another like 2 days.
Who's they?
The government.
Yeah, the government.
The government, right. Look at everybody saying happy birthday to you.
Hello. Well, my hands are kind of dirty because I was doing push-ups on dirt.
Push-ups on the dirt. That's good for you.
Today's my baby's B-day. Well, that baby has the luckiest birthday.
And one of my good friends, Max, it's her birthday today, Maxine. She works at Stampin' Up. And then one of my customers, Denise, it's her birthday, and she sent me an email. I'll show it to you. And also, I posted the pictures of your Sunday on Facebook, and there's like 98 comments last I looked.
Is that hot?
So I'll let you look at them all.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Debbie.
Aw, Debbie's, it's a good... Oh, and Denise, is it your birthday too? Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday, Denise.
I know two Denises that have birthdays today. That's crazy. Awesome. All right. So bye-bye. Love
Oh,
you.
okay.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. So here's my pretty little flower. We're going to pop up on here, as you probably guessed. That was fun. Oh my gosh, Denise, you're 60. Well, you don't look a day over 20. Now, I can't see you right now, but I'm standing by that. For sure. All right, so there we go. I've added my little flower. And then what I want to do is tuck in some leaves underneath. And you could do black leaves too, but I kind of liked the white ones. I thought they were just sort of striking and pretty. Well, yes, happy birthday to all of the people with birthdays today. My good friend Maxine, who works at the Stampin' Up! Home office, it's her birthday. I'd kind of forgotten. I think I kind of knew that she and Carl had the same birthday, but pretty cool. It's a good day for birthdays.
It's just a good month for birthday.
It is a good month. It was Whitney's birthday last Monday? Wednesday. Last Wednesday. So we celebrated with cake.
Ashley had a birthday too.
And Ashley, that's right. It is a good month for birthdays. So many birthdays. This is my first card, Joy. You're good. You're all good. We had some technical issues, but we're back. It's good. Lovely to see you all. Thank you. Okay, so I popped this in, and I thought I put my dimensionals in the right spot so that I'd be able to stick these leaves in here, but I was wrong. Okay, so look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Teetsy says happy birthday, Whitney.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, by the way, she also pulled a Linda, listen.
Linda, listen.
Listen, Linda, honey.
Honey.
Listen. Oh my gosh. You guys know about the Listen Linda? It's the little kid, Mateo, talking to his mom and calling her Linda. It's hysterical. For some reason, that video, I know it's been around for a while, but my family is like reinvigorated the love of that video lately. It was kind of a thing on our road trip. But yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, Linda's laughing. I love it. All right. So we've got our flower here. And then I'm going to add a couple of little black matte dots to this. Mostly because we can. They're just so cute. And I'll stick one up there. Okay, so that looks fabulous. And then we're going to do one more little thing, and that is I've got to do the inside of my card. So this, of course, is for Kathy. I'm not sure if she's on here, but Kathy is a big fan of when I put stuff on the inside of my cards. And so we'll do this for her. I'm going to take, and by the way, if you're just joining us, this is a card based on one that one of my team members posted on our team Facebook page, and I just loved it so much I wanted to recreate it for you. So I'm going to do a little bit of stamping here in the corner as well. And finish our card off right. Okay, so I've got a couple of those. That looks good. I'm going to take my black Stazon and we'll stamp that in the center of those because that's fun. And then we're just going to take and put this little piece right. I don't know if I should put it there or maybe I should just put it up there. Yeah, I think I'll put it up there so you can see the, oh, sorry, that was out, got out of the camera view. Ugh. But if you recall, I trimmed this piece off of my DSP at the beginning or earlier. This is the Love Always DSP. This is in the January to June mini catalog. It is approximately the best DSP ever, and I've already gone through, I'm on my third package of it because I love it so much. So it's good stuff. Okay, so we've got all of this. Now we're going to add one more little thing. So on the front, it says happy. Maybe we'll stamp happy on the inside. Again, hopefully this will look good. I think it will. So I'm putting happy right there at the bottom. And then I'm going to put sending lots of, and I hope that's a clean stamp. It sure is, yay. I'm going to put sending lots of right here. There we go. So, let's see. Margaret is saying, is stuff on sale or will it go cheaper? So the designers, there are a whole bunch of discounts that I did in a video last week for the annual catalog. The January to June mini catalog, the discontinued list has not been released yet, not officially. So those discounts will be published later. I have no idea what will or will not be on the discounted list. Okay. But I do know my set is on the discontinuing list. As for discounts, I have no idea. Okay, so there we go. There's our card. Oh, very fun, isn't that? So this was done, again, this is based on one of my team members. I think it was Rachel who created this card. So pretty. So thanks for that idea. Hers was a little different, but yeah, I liked that. Okay, you have trouble with Stazon and photopolymer. You've tried it and it stuck the stamp to your cardstock. That is because Stazon dries really quick, so you have to be a little faster than that. It also can happen with rubber stamps as well. So for that, I would just say maybe re-ink your Stazon pad. Keep it re-inked well, because if it's getting dry, that it's much more likely to stick. And I know exactly what you're talking about, so yeah. Does it cost money to get a print version of the catalog? I send them out free to my customers. So if you have spent at least $50 in the last 6 months with me, I will send you an annual catalog. Yes. Okay. Next up, I have another card that I want to share with you. This is a card that was created with the Berry Blessings stamp set. So I'm going to start with a half a sheet of Poppy Parade cardstock. What is the difference between Stazon and Memento? Okay. So why are, okay, there's two questions I said. I'm going to tell you the difference between these two in just a second. Somebody said, why are other people publishing the mini catalog discontinued list? I can't answer that question. I'm not publishing it yet because I know that people will be mad if they think or if they don't realize that things are going to be discounted later. So that's why I have not personally done it yet. Also, I don't think we're actually supposed to post it, but I'm not sure. And a lot of demonstrators don't read the fine print. And so yeah, that's just my reasoning behind it, is because discounts are coming and I don't want people to miss out on that. So that's why I'm not doing it. All right. Next question was, what's the difference between Stazon and Memento? Stazon is an alcohol-based, very permanent, opaque black ink. Very permanent. So this is what you want to use when you want to watercolor something. So you can put water over it and it will not run. The ink won't run. Also, Memento is a water-based ink, and it is best for coloring with Stampin' Blends, or for just like coloring, or just for stamping, and it is not super permanent like Stazon. It will clean off of your stamps really easily and work nicely with just regular stamping, but it's not super black. Like you heard me say a minute ago, I chose to do Stazon on this card because I wanted it to be really opaque, dark black, because I thought it would look great with this. But the Memento black, I'll stamp that on a scrap here, and then you'll be able to kind of see the difference. Memento, black is not quite as vivid. Now the difference is this is the ink of choice to color in with things with stamp and blend markers. So do you see how this, I mean, part of it was I didn't stamp it really great, but it's not quite as vibrant and opaque. It's almost, it's only gray when you kind of compare it to that, but it's just not quite as black. So that's sort of the difference. Okay, this is good for using with Stampin' Blends, which are our alcohol-based markers. You cannot use them with this because alcohol markers with an alcohol-based ink will run, just like water with a water-based ink will run. So yeah. Is there a different stamp cleaner for Stazon? Yes, it's called Stazon Cleaner. That's what I use. Why doesn't Stampin' Up! Do their own black? Because they did, and it was not. Ink formulations are very challenging. Their chemistry, basically, and Stampin' Up's black ink was not great. And this company, Sukaniko is what they're called, they have mastered it. So we are a stamp company, so we're just going to use a different ink company that has gotten this all figured out. We're going to use their products. It's just easier. We had a black a black ink. We called it archival ink. I personally liked it and didn't have problems with it, but a lot of people did have problems with it. So that's why. And that's, I guess, all I can say about that, because I don't actually have the full logic and reasoning behind Stampin' Up's decision-making process, but that's what I can tell you. Okay. Do I ever use VersaFine? No, because we don't sell it, and this is my business. So that is why. All right. We're going to stop talking about black ink and get back to my card. Okay. What I want to do is show you a really cool card with berry blessings. Okay, sorry, there's one more question. Do you mix Daison Cleaner with water? No. How do you use it? So Tammy, I just talked about Stazon. I actually have a whole video about Stampin' Up! Inks. I will link that after I'm done in here. It'll take me a minute to find it because it's kind of an old video, but I'll explain the difference about those inks later, or maybe I can make a new one to kind of explain the difference of the black inks, because that was just sort of an aside question that I have to get my video done because I have to get my boxes out. And Tammy, I've got a big old box coming to you. All right. So I've got my berry blessings, and this again was a set from Celebration. It is retired, and I do have a class that is coming out with it this week, and it was part of, if you were an early bird registration person for my retreat, you'll get this class. But I also have it available on its own for $35. And the class is going to feature the bundle, so the set and the DSP. So you need those. If you don't have those, you can add the bundle to your registration. So that's kind of an awesome option for you as well. So I just want to show you a really cute card. This was a card I received in a swap from a demonstrator. Her name is Monica Gibberti. She's an amazing stamper, and she created a beautiful card that we're going to case today. Okay, so actually I need to pull the stamps out. I hadn't done that yet. You can see my set has been loved. But one of the things I love about this set is it's just a little different. We've never had anything quite like this. So it's kind of fun. And there's some really cute little sentiments that go with it. And it also pairs nicely with the strawberry, sweet strawberry stamp set. Now, for those of you who are wondering, the Sweet Strawberry stamp set has been on back order for quite some time. It is going to be in the next catalog, so that's good news. There is stock coming. It's just not here yet. And they've pushed the date back a couple of times. And I think it's largely out of our control. It's just backup of of shipping right now. It is what it is. So, all right. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this, and this is a 2-step set, which I just love. So there's the detail, or the solid and the detail. And we're going to take some Granny Apple Green, which is the happiest of the greens, I like to think. And the other thing that I love about this is their texture is built into the stamp. Do you see all that texture? My stamp set is like that too. And I love that. So I'm just going to stamp this on here like so. And look at all that texture. So this is a circle. By the way, I heard the Suez Canal ship got unstuck today. I think my daughter told me that, so that's good news. All right, I'm stamping this on a stitch or a layering circle die, and then we're gonna stamp a coordinating, or we're gonna put it on a coordinating. Oh my gosh, words are hard. Image. Scallop. Oh, words really are hard today. Wow. Okay. I'm also going to stamp with some Pacific Point. I have to laugh. I saw a meme today that said, "Don't feel bad if you made a mistake. At least yours isn't visible from space." And they had a satellite photo of the Suez Canal ship that's stuck. So I thought that was kind of funny. That's a good point. All right, so then I'm going to take so that was Pacific Point. I'm going to take some Balmy Blue. I'm going to stamp off the first layer so it's a little bit lighter and stamp that on there, and it's nice and light. So there's my blueberries. Okay, and then I've got like I said, a coordinating scalloped circle. At least that's what I was trying to say. Oh my gosh. All right, and there we go. Isn't that cute? So that looks super cute. And then I want to take and stamp my sentiment. Okay, I'm going to use a scrap, which I don't have any scraps of this paper, so I'm going to pull a new piece out. I'm going to pull a scrap of this. I'm going to use my black Memento in this case. One of the things I do like about Memento is that it is easy to clean off my stamp. So in this case, it works just fine on here. Isn't that nice? Okay. And it does clean up a little easier. It washes off your stamp nicely. All right, I'm going to trim this down like so, and then we're going to add this to our card. All right, so, and you know what? I didn't really do a good job of this. Let me show you a fix for this because I didn't center this very nicely. There's a little ridge on here from my trimmer, so I'm just kind of burnishing that off with my bone folder. If that ridge bugs you, it bugs me. That's why I did it. But I'm going to restamp this centered on here, and then I can kind of trim a little flag off of each end. I think I heard my friend Barb call it bannering it, which I love. And I don't know if I measured this, so we'll see if this fits in here. So I'll just center that and punch that end. This is the Pick a Banner punch. Yeah, right? It totally bugs me too, Catherine. Okay, there we go. So cute. Lotsley! Yes! It Lotsley bugs me. That was from this weekend too. Okay. Now I've got my card base. I've taken a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 Balmy Blue, and embossed it with this folder. I can't tell you what folder this came from. There's a name for it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. And then I'm going to take a little strip of this that's about an inch. This is the DSP from that pack. So we'll just cut this and stick that down on here like so. I'm just going to leave a little teeny bit right there peeking. Okay. Da, da, da. All right. And then over the top, I'm going to put another little panel of cardstock. This is too wide though. I want it to be 1/2 of an inch. Yeah, I think it is the Forever Greenery. I can't think of what they call that though. Like maybe it's just called greenery, to be honest. Sometimes I love when the words are all the same, but then sometimes I hate it because then I can't remember the exact right word for the stuff. I know. I many years ago, I talked to one of the ladies who worked at Stampin' Up! In product development, and she was talking. At that time, we had about 8 stamp sets that had the word seasonal in them. Like seasonal solids, simply seasonal, all these words or all these stamp sets had the word seasonal in it. And it was so confusing. And so I said, oh my gosh, you guys need to come up with better names. And she's like, wait, you have no idea how many names we have to come up with every year. So I kind of had to giggle about that because she's right. They have to come up with a lot of names. All right, I'm going to pop this. Actually, I'm going to not pop this up. I'm going to adhere it right onto my card. I'm going to pop up the sentiment instead. Now, what really makes this card just kind of sing for me is that there's a little bit of yellow gingham ribbon. It's Bumblebee. And it's just kind of the right touch. Now, there's not any yellow in this card, but for some reason, it just works. I love it. Okay. So one thing they have done that's kind of handy is they've got suite names and stamp set names. And at first I was like, oh, it should all be the same. But now I kind of like it because the stamp set name is a little different than the suite name. But then you can tell all the suite products because like the True Love DSP, the True Love boxes, you know, they have kind of some of the same things. So yeah. All right, so I put a little bit of ribbon on here, and then I'm just going to add my sentiment right here popped up on top. Okay. And then we're going to add this. Okay. So cute. All right. And then I'm just going to embellish with some rhinestones. Just a little simple touch. And I'm laughing because I've already managed to completely like mess up my space, but that's okay. So I'll just put a few rhinestones on here. And isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. And yes, the ribbon totally does work. I don't know why it is. It just is. It's awesome. Okay. Oh, let's see. I have one more card, and let's see. What was I going to do for that one more card? Oh, I know. All right. Actually, I got to clean up a little. We've got quite a little mess going on here. Not gonna lie. My work surface is shrinking by the second. Okay. We're getting there. So one of the things I wanted to make was a little pop-up card. I think at the beginning, actually before my live cut out on me, I showed this card, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a little pop-up that was created in here. Super easy. Nothing nothing like groundbreaking about that, but I really liked the card. So I thought I would recreate this card. Look at, there's that yellow gingham. It's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? This was one of the winners from our swap contest this weekend. All right, so I thought I would create a pretty card, kind of based on that, and with a little pop-up. So let's do that. I'm going to start with a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to trim it to 5 1/4 inches because this is going to be the inside of my card. 5 1/4 by 8 inches. Okay. And then we can score this at 4 1/2 inches because, like I said, it's going to go on the inside of my card. And then I'm going to cut on here. From my score line, I'm going to cut, I'm going to flip this around so I can see what I'm doing a little better. From the score line, I'm going to cut down 1 inch. So I'm at the 4-inch line and I'm going to cut to 5 inches. So that's 1 inch. And then I'm going to scooch this over. Actually, it was on the 3-inch line. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut from the 5-inch line back to the 4, which is where my score line is. Okay, so I've just made a slit like that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the dots on that slit. Now this is on the front side of my card. Okay, so using my scoring blade, I'll line up the mark with my cut and connect those dots. All right, and they're not perfect and that's okay. But you can see right there. By the way, do you like my little splot right there? I think my lenses on my camera are out of sync. I gotta figure out how to get that fixed. Okay, but I messed this up. But that's okay because we can fix it. So what I'm going to do, this is going to pop out a little bit more than I thought. I'm pretty sure Whitney's in the back dying right now.
It's me.
Nope, Ashley is. She's dying. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go from the 5-inch. I'm going to go a little more. I'm going to go to the 6-inch. Okay, and then likewise, I'm going to move this over and do that once again. From that 6-inch line to my 5-inch, because we want this to actually pop up. It wouldn't have before. Okay. All right. Now it's going to work. Phew! It looks on dirt. It's not dirt. It's I dropped my phone like pretty hard on the cement. It didn't crack the screen, but it messed up the lens. So that's kind of a bummer. Now I could have scored this, but actually it will kind of score itself because what's going to happen is when I fold it, I just want to fold right there. And so now I have my pop up. This is not working right. I'm cutting this wrong, aren't I? Yes, I am. Oh my gosh. Seriously, you guys are probably like, oh, she's doing it wrong. Okay, let's try this one more time. This time we're going to do it correctly. And I thought I was going to do a quick live today. This is not happening. Okay, once again, 5 1/4. I'll show you what my mix-up was too, by the way, so that you know. All right, we're going to score it at 4 inches. Then what we're going to do is turn it on its side. I'm going to go to 3 inches. And then I'm going to come down to basically 1 inch on either side of my score line, the original score line. So I'm going to score up to the 3. Okay. Oh, I wanted to cut. Sorry, not score. So from 5 all the way to about 3. And I'm going to move it 1 inch. And by the way, where this is on here is pretty arbitrary. It doesn't really matter. But what we want is for it to be 1 inch on either side of the center fold line. Okay, there we go. So that's our center fold. Now what we're going to do is put the score line in to connect those two right here and right here. Again, not like the worst thing in the world if it's not exactly 100% perfect. We just want to get the rough score line in there, which I have done. You can see mine is not exactly perfect, but that's okay. Okay. Now what I did on this one is I put it on the side of the score line, but you'll see the difference is when you go to fold this. This one actually pops up. This one doesn't. It's because you need it to be on the other side of the center score of the card. Okay, there we go. We have it all figured out. Thank goodness, my gosh. All right. So now this is going to fit on the inside of a card. So I'm trying to decide. Oh, I don't have to decide for sure what my card is yet. But what I thought I would do is something, well, let's see. Well, these are my two completed cards. I'm like, yeah, I can't use those as card bases. What I thought I would do is, well, let's just see here. I've got a Bermuda Bay card base. I think I'm going to use that. All right. So this will fit right in here like so. Okay. I'm going to put adhesive on one side, set this inside my card, and it doesn't have to be right smack in the center. I just want to adhere it like that. Then I'm going to close, or I'm going to lay this flat, put adhesive on this side, close it, and then when it opens, it'll open correctly. Okay. Now we're going to decorate the front of this. And actually, so this was kind of the sample, but I thought that was so cute. So we could do that. With some fun DSP. So I'm going to take my Brights DSP stack and the, actually this might be kind of cool. This is, I can't remember the name of this punch, but it's from the holiday catalog, or at least that's where it was originally. So I'm going to pull out some colors here of DSP. Maybe that. Ooh, yeah, these are fun, bright, happy colors. Okay, so I'm going to punch this. And what's cool about this punch is we can create kind of a cool effect when we put these 4 punches together on our card. By the way, it is insanely windy out today. I just have to tell you that here in Iowa. So these kind of look fun like this. I don't know. That's not quite as cute as I thought it was going to be. Oh, well. Maybe what if we did this? Ooh, we could put 6 on here. That's fun. We just need 2 more colors. There's 1. And here's 2. Okay. Oh my gosh, you lost power because of the wind. Wow, that is a windy day. Crazy. In Iowa, we just call it Monday. It's windy here a lot, actually. It's because there's nothing to stop the wind. All right, now let's see if I can line these back up the way I want. We'll see. Oh, goodness. I shouldn't have put all of the adhesive on all of these at once. And also, my phone is dying. I gotta plug it in. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Well, it sounds like it's just windy all across the country today. My goodness. There, I'm trying to get the spacing right. Do. Okay. This is looking pretty good. All right. So there we go. Now, I'm going to take and put a white couple of these. In here like this. Okay, and then I'm going to put a couple of these smaller ones in here as well. Ugh. Sometimes they kind of bend the cardstock so it doesn't want to pop out. There we go. Okay, so I think I'll glue dot these. That might be a little easier. Now what I thought I would do, just to make this fit in here a little better, is kind of curl these a little and pop this up on top here, like so. And that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to punch a couple more. I know, I love these daisy punches as well. They're so easy to use. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to add 2 more. Like so. And we'll put those kind of right in the center here. Oops. There we go. I don't know. I hope you guys like this card. I'm not sure what I think of it right now. Okay. I'll curl these real quick. Oh, I already put that one down, so we're committed to that one. And then maybe I'll pop this one up. Maybe this is not where I should put the dimension. We're kind of there. Why are they getting rid of the circle punches? I don't know, Margaret. If I knew that, I would tell you. I vehemently disagree with that. Vehemently. Does that describe my dislike of that decision? As a person who preps for classes, punches are so much easier, and we punch a lot of stuff. And my assistants who have to do the prepping would agree. Okay. I'm trying to think of like the perfect center for these. I feel like this might be good. Where is my take your pick tool? Here we go. I know, right? I love all the color too. It's spring, so it's officially, I think, a good springy card. Okay. So actually what I should do is yank that one off, put it back on my sheet, because we're going to put a sentiment over that. All right. Ooh. Okay. So what I want to do is take and do the Sending You Sunshine from the set called Sending You Sunshine. That was the one that was one of the winners. So I think I'm going to stamp this in some basic gray ink on a little scrap of white. And then I'm going to trim out the words. And we're going to kind of use them a little bit separately. Okay, so for that, I'll take this. I'm just snipping out these words. Like so. And then we'll add them to our card. Sending you, now don't lose these. I say that because it's my desk and I will lose them. So tell me where I lost them. Or tell me so I don't lose them. Or I don't know, you know what I mean. And then I'm going to cut this one out. Just leaving a little bit of a border. Let me read. Okay, now the reason I'm separating these is because I want to pop this up over the center of the larger daisy. But it wouldn't look right with the other two words attached. So we're going to put those in a different spot. Anna, no. The answer to that is no. My guess is everybody and their brother has bought these punches, and they're not selling very well anymore. But unfortunately, and then we also probably have similar sizes in dies, but I argue I would take a punch over a die any day of the week. But there could be another reason I'm not aware of. Most of the decisions are based on sales numbers or the ability to get those from manufacturers. And I don't think that's the case, or that's the issue in this case, but I'm not sure. The punches don't come from Sizzix either, I don't think. Yes, they are planning, but like I said, I don't know all the reasons behind it. And obviously they don't listen to me for everything. I will say, though, they're pretty good at listening to stuff. And they've actually taken some of my suggestions in the past, so that's nice. Okay. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I just don't know what it is. Alrighty. So I'm going to put my sunshine right here in the middle. And then I'm going to put my sending and my you. Sending you over here. This is a bright, happy card. That was what I was hoping for. Let's see. Sending you sunshine. There we go. Okay, but we're not done yet. We got to put a pop-up in here, right? Okay, so for that, I think I'm going to do another punch. And we can put this right here. So I'm going to actually flatten this out and adhere this like so. And then I'm going to do, ooh, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch a couple daisies from the DSP and put that on here. What's the name of the tag punch? I think it was in the holiday catalog. I can't think of the name of it. But if you look up tag punches, it'll show up. All right, so then I'm gonna pop this. Oh, actually, I shouldn't pop this up for the inside of my card. I'm gonna adhere this right to the inside, like so. And then we'll put one more thingy on the center of it. You know, a thingy. No, it's not the note tag. It's like the... I'm so sorry. I can't remember. Essential tag. Thank you. I was going to say it was something like that. Essential tag. Okay, so. All right. And then, what if we really kind of went out? Okay, so we've got sending you sunshine and then make today ridiculously awesome. That's what we're going to put in here. This, by the way, is another one that just kills me, is this set's being discontinued. I can't even believe it. My very dear friend Rhonda's $1 million stamp set. So, ugh. Makes me sad. And we should definitely have stamped this first, but that's okay. We're doing a lot of things out of order on this card. Oh. It even stamped perfect. There we go. So fun little surprise on the inside. Oh my goodness. All right. I know I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do either. That's funny. Okay. Well, I need to go. My gosh.
Okay.
I do. Seriously. Why are you guys laughing? It's to help you.
Help, guys.
Okay.
We're drowning.
So I've got the happy, sending lots of happy card. I've got the berry best card. What? Oh, there's nothing on the inside of that. And then I've got this one. I know I do need a break. Oh my gosh. I kind of have a busy week, and then next week is calm, so that'll be nice. Anyway, there you go, guys. Sorry this was a little on the crazy side, but there you go. I hope you loved these cards and they made your day a little brighter and happier. Don't forget, we've got class coming up. Game night registration will come out at the end of the week. All kinds of fun stuff happening at the Creativity Cave this week. So I hope you will join in. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, actually, a thumbs up would rock my world. Thanks, guys. Bye.